Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. It's something we had already called, but now it's going to happen.
A judge will decide if men charged in alleged kidnapping and robbery involving Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty will be released pending trial. The factors that the judge will consider include criminal history, flight risk, and whether they have means to pay their bail. Fox 13's investigative reporter Kayla Solomon joins us live from federal court downtown. Kayla, that hearing, in fact, just wrapped up.
Darcy, is actually still going on, heading into hour 4 at this point. But we were able to get a bond assigned for Lontrell Williams Sr, the father of Pooh Shiesty. The judge ultimately decided she's going to assign him a home incarceration, which she says is the strictest bond she can assign outside of giving him or granting him into federal custody. She said the only time he is allowed to leave his home is to attend his court dates in Dallas, where this case will ultimately be tried. And she said he'll be under electronic monitoring while this all plays out. Now, today was supposed to be a detention hearing for 4 of the 5 defendants who are being held in federal custody in Memphis. They're listed as co-conspirators in an alleged kidnapping and robbery that happened in Dallas back in January. Memphis rapper Pooh Shiesty, his dad, and other men are accused of kidnapping and robbing rapper Gucci Mane and others in a recording studio. In court today, federal prosecutors called up an FBI agent who was part of the Violent Crimes Division in Dallas. He walked through the accusations in the indictment and answered questions from defense attorneys. The judge ruled there is enough probable cause to move forward with the case. So at this point, it's unclear how late we'll go into tonight, but we do know that Lontrell Williams Sr, father of Pooh Shiesty, has been assigned home incarceration and cannot leave his home unless he's attending a court hearing in Dallas. We also know that 5th man, Corday Johnson, his detention hearing will be held next week on Tuesday. He was just assigned a public defender today. Darcy.
That is Fox 13's Kayla Solomon reporting live tonight. Thank you so much, Kayla.
Get paid real quick. That's $5 right there. That QR code, or tap that link in the description. All you got to do is sit up here and play free cash. You feel me? Simple. Number 2 on Apple Store, number 3 in the Google Play Store for a reason. It's the app that's giving y'all the games and gonna pay y'all to play. Y'all gotta, watch some commercials and all that shit. They want to sell y'all stuff, but here's how we entice you. We gonna pay y'all to play games. Maybe you spend the money on what the advertisers do. Maybe you don't. Who knows? But hey, free cash, SETI Nash. Hit that QR code or tap that link in the description. $5 in your account as soon as you put on that. And let's get you paid to play. Nash, cash. Get up to $500 too. Let's get on with the content. Damn, SETI Nash. You was becoming the next TMZ. You had the story before anybody had the story. Why didn't you tell us that Pooh Shiesty daddy got out? Because he didn't. Hey, the marshals, the judge, the damn feds, they said, get over here. Nash, you a lie, bro. You lied to us. Subscribe now, please. We are almost 20K away from the Xbox and PlayStation giveaway, or Xbox PlayStation giveaway, for these very reasons. Roll it! In the United States District Court for the Northern District of Texas, Dallas Division, United States versus Lontrell Williams Sr, order on government's request to stay pretrial release order. Before the court is the government's notice of motion and request to stay pretrial release order. The notice, docket number 9, the government states that it intends to file a motion to revoke the order releasing defendant Lontrell Williams Sr. Defendant on pretrial conditions, docket number 9 at 1. The government asked the court to stay the release order until its motion to revoke can be decided. Having carefully considered the notice, the court grants the government's request to stay the pretrial release order. On March 30th, 2026, defendant was charged by criminal complaint in the Northern District of Texas with kidnapping in violation of 18 U.S.C. 1201A and 1201C. See generally docket number 1. Defendant was arrested in the Western District of Tennessee and on the same day made his initial appearance before the United States Magistrate Judge in case number 226MJ 0007, WD, Tennessee. The government moved to detain defendant pending trial, docket number 6. The docket in that case reflects that After the hearing on the detention motion, the magistrate judge issued an order setting conditions of release, the release order for a defendant, but the magistrate judge stayed the release order through Monday, April 6, 2024. The court orders that the release order as to defendant Lontrell Williams Sr. is stayed until such time as the court determines the government's motion to revoke the release order or until otherwise ordered by the court. The court further orders the United States Marshal Service to transport defendant Lontrell Williams Sr. forthwith to the Dallas Division of the Northern District of Texas, where he shall remain in custody, pending further order of this court. The government shall file its motion to revoke by August 13, 2026. Defendant shall file his response by April 20th, 2026. So ordered, signed April 3rd, 2026. Yeah. Big 30 daddy. Pooh Shiesty daddy ain't going nowhere. Sit down. Nigga, you was a government informant and they ain't even let you out. You supposed to go, bro, I helped y'all out. Y'all supposed to help a brother out. But I guess you broke the code that you agreed to them when you were supposed to essentially agree to continually help them. Technically, he's supposed to pull a queso daddy and throw his ass up under the bus, not orchestrate and facilitate interstate commerce for a robbery. No disrespect to Pooh Shiesty dad or nothing like that, but it is what it is. But there's also some rumors that were brewing today that absolutely were not true. And shout out to Bryson Boone Paul because, bruh, I'm going to be fair, square, obvious, and honest. They got something else wrong, too. Yo Gotti's attorney, Arthur Horn, hasn't submitted any documentation that he is Big 30's legal counsel at the moment. This is currently inaccurate. And it says Memphis legend Yo Gotti's attorney, Arthur Horn, is representing Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty in Gucci Mane's robbery case. But let's listen to what he got to say.
He doesn't have a criminal history. He doesn't have a criminal record. He's been making music for a number of years. He and Pooh Shiesty kind of came up in the music game together, and they were sort of like, they're very close, and they made, some magical music. I just hope that people will wait to pass judgment on Rodney and these other individuals until all the facts come out.
There we go. I expect if anybody gets a bond, it's going to be Big 30. He don't really got no criminal record. He stood in front of the door. If the daddy ain't get a bond, because the daddy, he really gonna get charged probably with conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? But he ain't had no gun or nothing like that. But one could argue, well, shit, it don't matter if you had a gun or not. You still was in a room and blah, blah, blah. But that's for the lawyers to argue, not lawyers for workers who I destroyed, by the way. If y'all want, man, like 9mag and all them and everything that take my content that I put and put it on their Instagram, somebody put on TikTok and did 1 million views. Another person put it on on Twitter and did 1 million views. If you want some free content when I go live, follow me at Seti Nash. Yeah, that right there. One word. Now let's get right back into it. Pooh Shiesty's daddy is going to more than likely cop out to a lesser. Big 30, if he shuts his mouth, is going to cop out to a lesser, come home earlier than everybody else, and the streets is going to reward him with being solid, but being a straight up dummy. The story of Big 30 will be this. You got with the hottest artist who was your homeboy and all that, and you gave that man some money and sat up there and basically could not convince this man to not go with that plan. Somebody said it all the way right. I don't know who it is, but tag them in the comments because they got it right. They said, bruh, y'all did some nigga shit when it was supposed to be lawyer work. Y'all took the streets to where the courtrooms were supposed to reside. I'm going to put out a story tomorrow where I'll let y'all judge with y'all feelings and y'all hearts over y'all logic, because that's really what the crux of this all is. End of the day, bro, this was dumb on all sides. Gucci Mane's side, Pooh Shiesty side. And the video that comes out tomorrow will leave you guys stuck right in the middle. It just will. Because there is no way in hell that we can sit up here and wash our hands of certain things. For the people who are out here saying Gucci Mane didn't tell, Gucci Mane didn't tell. Well, if Gucci Mane is a businessman, which y'all all have accepted and everything, all right, cool. But I asked you, where was the businessman when he was standing up while Young Jeezy was sitting down and basically rapping about Young Jeezy's deceased homeboy, and said, "Send some more, we'll bury him. We'll dig their ass up. We smoking on Pookie Loke tonight. Dig his ass up." You sounded like you was 20 years old then. I'm just trying to understand something. How was it that you was gangster a couple of years ago, but now you not gangster? Just gonna put that part out there since everybody want to argue. Argue that point for me. If y'all want to go with the freaking, oh, he's a businessman and all that route, that's cool. I just disagree with it based off of what he did on that stage. And if you disagree with that, then so be it. That's your stance. I'm not here to fight y'all on that, but it is what it is. But Gucci Mane's story of what happened and him yapping his flap actually saved Pooh Shiesty from a life sentence. I'll prove it right here in this video. Make sure you subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified, share to keep your people aware. We are 20K away from the giveaway. These two right here. 3 days ago, what were we? 23K away? Now look, we 20K away. We are going up thousands of subscribers every single day. Every couple of days, we're going up a couple thousand. So it is what it is. Share to keep your people aware, subscribe, turn on bell, stay notified, and click right here to see exactly what the hell I'm talking about. Click right here for the playlist, and I'll catch you on the next one.